Welcome to the next episode of the Dark Web Deacon. Before we begin, be sure to smash that subscribe button, click the bell to turn on notifications. New videos are published every Monday and Thursday, and as always, be sure to like and provide comments. You have heard the rumors. You've seen the creepy viral videos. You may have even read the salacious and horrifying news stories. In this episode, we will examine an updated list of the top 10 dark web myths and urban legends, fact or fiction.
Number 10.
The dark web is illegal to access. This myth is false. The dark web itself is not illegal. What's illegal is some of the activities that occur on the dark web. These are sites, for instance, that sell illegal drugs and others that allow you to buy firearms illegally. There are also sites that distribute child pornography. The dark web itself, though it is not illegal, it offers plenty of sites that, while often objectionable, violate no laws. You can find, for instance, forums, blogs, and social media sites that cover a host of topics such as politics and sports, which are not illegal. The Darkness Online, a study published in 2016 by King's College of London, performed a deep search that found more than half of the 5,200 live sites on Tor were for something illegal. A University of Surrey study in 2019 found that the number of harmful dark websites increased 20% since 2016 and accounted for about 60% of all listings, so the remaining 40% are completely legal.
Number 9.
Human leather. This dark web myth is true. Looking for a knockoff handbag for your girlfriend? How about something a little more unique? Yes, I'm talking about products made from human skin. The Human Leather Company states on their website, "We are a specialized leather products company and we only work to a very specific order book. In fact, we only craft a very limited number of pieces per year depending on our stock of raw material." They also state, "We closed our order book a few years ago as our waiting list became too large for us to be able to service all outstanding requests. We will soon, however, be opening up our waiting list to our exclusive clientele, probably sometime in 2020. Apparently there is a human skin shortage in the market. Oh, and they only accept Bitcoin as payment."
Number 8.
Hungry cannibals. This myth is true. If products made of people wasn't bad enough, how about eating people? For those who don't know, cannibalism is the act or practice of humans eating the flesh or internal organs of other people. You can find cyber cannibals on the dark web, discussing how they feel about eating men and women's internal organs and flesh. In fact, there used to be a famous site dedicated just to this topic called the Cannibal Cafe. It taught you how to cook men and women and which parts tasted the best. They explained everything in a live stream, also posted ads looking for those who would like to be partially eaten themselves. Yes, it's insane and horrible. The site has been offline for years, but those who crave human flesh have not vanished. In fact, a Texas man in 2018 was arrested for allegedly writing a post on the dark web, seeking to commit necrophilia and cannibalism on a young girl. Alexander Nathan Barter, 21, was booked after allegedly making his intentions known to an undercover officer who is investigating him online.
Number 7.
The dark web requires computer expertise to access. This myth is false. While many parts of the dark web do require a fee to access in the form of a small Bitcoin donation, or can require you to build up some type of credibility based on posting content to a forum to get access to deeper links, at the end of the day, just getting access to parts of the dark web does not require you to be some kind of computer genius. You simply need to download the free Tor browser, which is available at torproject.org, and off you go. With the Tor browser, you can gain access to .onion websites and services in which many dark websites run from. So no hacker skills needed, just a computer, the Tor browser, and the URL of the site you are trying to access.
Number 6.
The dark web allows you to be completely anonymous. This myth is false. The allure of privacy and anonymity the dark web offers attracts millions of people each day to use it. But just being on the dark web does not make you anonymous. There are several ways you can be unmasked from the shadows, such as malware on the Tor service placed there by law enforcement or hackers, common images or libraries across the surface and dark web that can track you, behavior tracking scripts across both the surface and dark web that can also track you, using HTTP instead of HTTPS routes after leaving an exit node, security holes on software running on hidden Tor services, and not using cryptocurrency if you ever make a purchase on the dark web. The Tor browser uses various features to maintain and provide a baseline of anonymity for users' activities, but researchers, criminals, and law enforcement are always looking to find tools that can uncover your identity on the dark web and surface web alike.
Number 5.
Red rooms. This myth is true. Red rooms, or murder rooms, are allegedly hidden websites or forums on the dark web where you can see and or participate in interactive torture or murder. Red rooms are an enduring myth propagated by Hollywood and pop culture in many recent movies and TV shows. Sinister and sadistic watchers pay, comment, and egg on would-be captors. Such films include Fear.com, Running Man, Untraceable, and Unfriended Dark Web. There is still no evidence of pay-per-view sites to watch someone's death. However, a red room for drug dealers was discovered on the Dutch-Belgian border on June 22nd of 2020. Authorities found 6 shipping containers which had been converted to what are believed prison cells, as well as a stash of weapons, including such things as pruning shears, pliers, and scalpels used to torture prisoners. More importantly, the containers were fitted with cameras for remote monitoring and viewing. A cousin of red rooms are Facebook Live deaths, and these are definitely true and not a myth. In April 2017, the death of Robert Goodwin is a perfect example. Goodwin was shot at close range in Cleveland as he walked home from an Easter meal with his family. His attacker, Steve Steffens, filmed a first-person view of the shooting and uploaded it to his Facebook page, where it remained there for up to 2 hours and was copied, reposted, and viewed millions of times.
Number 4.
Hacked webcams. This myth is true. With digital surveillance seemingly at every street corner, most of us do not expect any privacy out in public. In an ever more fearful world, many people rely on cameras to protect their home or office or to just keep an eye on the kids. But what if the world was watching back? In 2015, a couple in Minnesota said they found pictures of their baby on a website for images obtained from hacked webcams. In 2018, a hacker manipulated a Nest camera of a couple in Houston that was used to monitor their 4-year-old son, in which the hacker began spouting sexually explicit language at the child. Then there's Opentopia, which is a site where you can search for cameras around the globe. Opentopia claims to use a variety of clever search techniques to find new cameras. Users can also suggest new cameras to add to the site. And they say they don't deliberately violate anybody's privacy or rights. However, it is entirely possible that some camera owners didn't intend for their cameras to be public, but simply forgot to secure them. So whether you are out in public or at home, remember to smile, since someone may be watching.
Number 3.
Satanic Cults. This myth is true. Go ahead and summon a demon and let's get the party started tonight, with a little help from the dark web, of course. All jokes aside, these kind of websites do exist, and explain how to summon a demon and bring back both old and new demons from around the world. Joy of Satan is one such site like this. It has details on the origins of Satanism, sermons of Satan, and the Black Book of Satan, just to name a few links on the site. Like everything in the world today, there are links to particular satanic subgroups that are tailored towards Satanists who may be gay or African American, and even content toward teens with an interest in Satanism. There is also the ability to donate money to these various causes.
Number 2.
The dark web is controlled by the government. This myth is false. This myth is often parroted as being true since the Tor network, which makes up a significant percentage of what we would call the dark web, was originally created as part of a joint project between the US Navy and MIT. In 2003, however, the Tor network became publicly available, and the codebase became freely available in 2004. The Tor network is a group of volunteer-operated servers that allow people to improve their privacy and security on the internet. Tor users employ this network by connecting to a series of virtual tunnels rather than making a direct connection, thus allowing both organizations and individuals to share information over public networks without compromising their privacy. Now, does the government monitor the Tor network? Most definitely. But they have no control for modifications or updates to the system that further improve privacy or security of that system. Also more recently, in 2015, the US Navy invested $1.2 million in the Tor project to further its growth, while the Department of Defense has bankrolled projects to look for weaknesses in the network.
Number 1.
Marianas Web. This myth is false. This is the biggest myth of them all. The Marianas Web is a myth that continues to get told even in 2020. The legend of Marianas Web appears to get its name from the deepest part of the ocean, the Marianas Trench. The Mariana Web is supposedly the deepest part of the web, a forbidden place of mysterious evil, or at least that's the mythos a subset of online believers have cultivated. It's believed to be a section even deeper and darker than the known dark web, where only a few special people have access to it, the dark web's version of Atlantis. A few hardcore believers say the Marianas is home to an all-powerful female artificial intelligence entity. Matrix, anyone? Others claim it is supposedly only accessible through quantum computers, which do have a rudimentary existence in 2020, but are only used for very basic calculations. Myths most often get started by people who don't understand what they are seeing or reading, and this is a perfect example. Thanks for watching, and as always, please like, subscribe, and provide comments, and turn on notifications by clicking the bell in order to check out future videos published twice a week.